Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lexi back with another video, and today I will be talking about 10 steps to buying a house, and I have my notes, okay? So I haven't uploaded in a while because I have been really busy. I've been going on previews. I actually sold a house, yay, working on more, connecting with other people, just really doing real estate. You know, it's always something to do in real estate, and it doesn't have to look the same way every day. But I'm here, and yeah, so let's get into the video. So step number one, check your credit. So you don't necessarily have to pay to check your credit. I suggest my humble opinion would be to go to annualcreditreport.com or freecreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com is the standard. Like that's where anybody can go. You get one free credit report a year. You can see all of your stuff unless you've been denied for credit, and then you can get another one for free. It does not hurt your credit to check your own credit. It only hurts it if somebody else is pulling your credit. But when you go to pull your own credit, it does not hurt you. The second step is see how much you can afford and knowing your budget. And in doing this, you would kind of take a look at your household bills, see what everything that you're paying right now. And then with that information, you can actually Google, like, just a regular, you don't have to speak to a lender at this point, but just so that you can kind of get your numbers and see where you are before you go talk to a lender, go to a mortgage calculator on Google, put in what kind of house you want, what you feel like you could afford, and then let that calculator tell you what the number is. After you do that, you want to go speak to a lender, which is leading into step 3. So this is kind of like step 2A, 2B, and 3, if that makes sense. So step 2 would be to see how much you can afford by doing your own thing and going to the mortgage. Step 2B is going to the mortgage calculator. And then step 3 would be to go to the lender to see if your numbers actually match, and allow the lender to pull your credit, get your documents, and get you pre-approved. So step 3 is speaking to a lender and getting pre-approved, providing documentations. Normally, different lenders have different programs, so they have different requirements. But just to be on the safe side, make sure you have your W-2s, your pay stubs, your ID, social security card, and then you would have to do the credit application. But the lender will actually tell you exactly what documents they need from you. So it may differ from the list that I just gave you. But at any rate, you're going to need to prove your income, and you're going to need to prove your identity. So make sure that you have those documents available. Step 4, after you get pre-approved, if you don't already have a realtor, you want to get with a realtor. Interview realtors, find you a realtor, and go shopping. So step 4 is find a realtor. Step 5 is after you have a realtor, go shopping. You don't necessarily have to have a realtor to go shopping, but a realtor is there to assist, answer any questions you may have, and to protect your interests. After time to go shop, step number 6 is go to open houses. So even though you're shopping, you can shop online. It's always good to go see the property in person, to go with your realtor to view these properties, because they may look good online and they may have really beautiful pictures. But when you go see the house in person, it may not look the same as it does online. So that's just a tip. And after you go and find the house of your dreams, you make an offer. And in making an offer, your offer may be accepted, it may be rejected, and it may be countered. But that's where your realtor comes into play, because if it's countered, then your realtor goes to work for you and negotiates the deal, tries to negotiate the deal for you, and like really make sure that, you know, try to do the work to try to get you the house that you want. So yeah, so in making an offer, step 8 is actually being prepared to negotiate. And when you're working with a realtor, steps 7 and 8 pretty much go hand in hand. So once you make an offer, we're already ready and prepared. If the offer is not accepted, or if it's countered, we're ready to counter back. We're ready to go back and forth to see what we can do to make sure that all parties are somewhat happy. You know, try to make it a win-win for everybody. Somebody is going to win big, and somebody might win small, and somebody, and in some cases, everybody walks away with everything that they asked for. Step 9 is get a home inspection. Get a home inspection. People will tell you you don't need a home inspection to waive it. And I know when houses was going for like ridiculous amounts of money from over asking, like some houses was selling $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 over asking. Some places they were going way higher than that. And part of winning the bid for the house was people were waiving appraisals and waiving inspections. My opinion as a realtor, never waive a home inspection. Never, because you never know what you're going to get, you know, and the people that lived in that property before you may not know everything that's going on with that house. So get a inspection and make sure that the inspector actually does inspect the house thoroughly so that you know exactly what you're buying. And then step 10 is closing and funding. And then you get your keys. So in the contract, there's a clause that says the seller can either do a lease back, and that's where after you purchase the house, the person that's living there or the property owner before you purchase can actually have a small lease back where they may not necessarily have anywhere to go within 30 to 60 days or however long y'all negotiate that to stay in the property, and they have to pay you rent while they're there. And then once that lease comes up, they have to vacate. So but in the contract there is a clause that says you get the keys upon closing and funding. What that means is all of the paperwork has been done, all of the paperwork is good, and funded means that the money has been transferred to the seller has been paid, title has been paid, everybody has been paid, and now that transaction is closed and funded. You don't get your keys until it's funded. That protects all parties, because sometimes in certain situations, closing and funding may not be on the same day, especially if you have a late in the day close on maybe a Friday, and the bank, for whatever reason, it doesn't transfer. It won't be able to transfer until Monday. I used to work in the banking industry, and in the banking industry, anything that happens after 2 o'clock, in most places, sometimes 3, I think maybe 3 on the West Coast, but between 2 and 3 p.m. on Friday, and well, at any bank on any day after 2 o'clock, it's going to batch to the next day. So just be mindful that closing and funding means once all of the paperwork is done and clear. Funded means that the money has been transferred and received by the other parties, and then you get your keys. So those are the 10 steps. We're going to run back through them one more time really quick. Check your credit. Step 1, see how much you can afford. Step 2. Step 3 is get pre-approved by a lender and have all your documents. Step 4 is find a real estate agent or realtor if you don't already have one. I'm a realtor. Hey. Step 5 is time to shop to find your house. And step 5 and 6 go hand in hand, because step 6 is you can go to open houses and take home tours with your realtor. If you decide that you're going to go to an open house without your realtor, the first thing that you say when you walk into that open house and you are greeted by another agent is, I have a realtor. I am working with a realtor. They could not be present today, but I am happy with my realtor. I'm working with a realtor. And you proceed to go look at the home. They are not supposed to talk to you after you tell them that you have a realtor. It's almost like in the same thing with an attorney. If you tell somebody that you have an attorney, the people can't they can't speak with you. They have to speak to your attorney. It's the same thing with a realtor. We have a code of ethics. Once you tell another agent that you have a realtor, they cannot speak with you any longer. And then step 7 is make an offer. Step 8 is your realtor is going to prepare to negotiate. Or if you're not working with a realtor, I don't really recommend it, but you can. Just be prepared to negotiate and understand all of the things that go in the process. Step 9 is inspect the home. Get a home inspection. Get a home inspection. Get a home inspection. And step 10 is closing and funding, and you get your keys. Well, with all of that being said, it is about time for me to go get my daughter, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you could do me a favor, like and subscribe, and please comment. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me know what I can do better on my videos. I am still a YouTube rookie, trying to get it right in these streets, but trying to give y'all the education at the same time. It has been a pleasure. You can always reach out to me. You can text me at 469-214-2444. That's 469-214-2444. And if you are looking for a home in the DFW area, I would be more than happy to assist you. If I did not tell you, I am a licensed realtor in the state of Texas, and I would love to assist you on finding your next home. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. See you next time. Bye.